The school's choice of commencement speaker is drawing growing criticism. Utah Valley University announcing that author and educator Sharon McMahon would deliver the keynote address. Now, since then, backlash has intensified because of McMahon's past comments following the on-campus assassination of Charlie Kirk. McMahon wrote on Instagram Threads saying, quote, "Too many Americans, especially if you are black, LGBTQ, or Muslim, Charlie Kirk was not a person who simply engaged in good faith debates on college campuses. It's important to remember that the incredible tragedy of a public assassination does not erase the harm many experienced from his words and the ensuing actions his followers took." The commencement ceremony is set for April 29th. And joining me now, national security analyst and former U.S. Secret Service Emergency Response Team member Barry Donadio. Barry, what's your reaction to the Utah Valley University, the same place where Charlie Kirk lost his life? What do you think about their choice to bring in this commencement speaker?
Thanks for having me, Ike. Yeah, poor choice, if you ask me. It's just going to incite a problem. I wouldn't have done it if I were in charge there. And why rub a sore wound? I just don't understand the purpose for doing that. So I think they're going to have issues, as you would expect. And I would say not to do that at all.
Yeah, it's really insensitive. And I was caught by the phrase, words are harmful. Now, I know people can get their feelings hurt, but whatever happened to sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. This idea that words are somehow can harm you in an irreparable way, I think is ridiculous. Now, Erika Kirk canceled her scheduled appearance at the University of Georgia last night. Here's what Vice President J.D. Vance had to say about it.
If your instinct is to go after not the left-wing radicals who are assaulting Savannah, or not the people who shot Charlie Kirk, but if your instinct is to go after a young mother because she's grieving in a way that you find wrong, well, why don't you stay in your lane and mind your own business?
Yeah, amen.
Grief is complicated.
Yeah, to be critical of someone and how they grieve is just out of bounds, if you ask me. We're also hearing some reporting out there that these security concerns were specifically related to Erika Kirk's transportation, which is why the vice president didn't have the same concerns. Apparently some very direct threats is what we are hearing is reported. What are your thoughts, though, on these people being critical of Erika Kirk about these threats?
The poor woman has suffered enough. I think they should just keep their mouth shut, to be honest. I hate to be so vulgar, but, this woman has endured her husband being killed in a way on live TV. It's absolutely horrible. And instead of the empathy that she should be given, people are just ripping her apart on social media. And unfortunately, it just shows the society that we're in. And that's probably why she doesn't feel safe, by the way. People writing almost anything on social media or probably giving her death threats. Who knows? But I respect her decision. I think she should do exactly the way she feels. And go on with the grieving process the way she determines she decides to do it and not somebody else. Right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Some of our viewers probably remember this from yesterday, the video, or at least earlier in the week. What day is it? A Turning Point reporter attacked and shoved at an anti-ICE demonstration over the weekend. What do you make of this uptick, Barry, in violence aimed specifically at Turning Point? Do you think something specific is going on here? Well, there's certainly a lot of anger between both parties. We really have to step it back because the only thing that this does is get normal people in trouble. These people normally wouldn't do this unless they were at this event. And it's just too charged. And people are going to work this out with words and going to the ballot box and vote your way. And I talk to people all the time about politics. If you're upset with politics, be part of the solution. Go ahead and run for office. It doesn't matter what party you are. But I recommend that they do that. They can do that and be part of the change.
Right. Yeah. Get involved. Engage. Don't sit on the couch and complain. That was actually one of the things that Vice President J.D. Vance said last night is, if things aren't going exactly how you think they should, if 1 out of 5 is bothering you, that's not a reason to disengage. But at the same time, if you want to see things done differently, why not you? Why not now? Why not get involved? Barry, I'll give you the final 15 seconds.
Well, my best wishes to Ms. Kirk. I respect her decision. I think J.D. Vance did a great job explaining what was going on, and he was very graceful. And, you know, give this poor woman a break. Let her live her life. Let her grieve the way she wants. And let's all take it just a tone down just a little bit in the politics. We could all vote. We could all run for office. We live in a wonderful country that we can do any of that, and nobody's going to hold us down.
Yeah. Great words, Barry Donadio. Appreciate you being with us this afternoon. All right, still ahead on